Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar, and I'm gonna gut my house. That's right guys, I'm gutting the house, but before I get talking about that, let me bring everybody up to date real quick. Today's a really exciting day. I'm going to be moving into the house this week, so I want to go through the whole thing, clean out the inside. We haven't done any cleaning since my grandpa passed away. This one's got quite a bit of stuff in it. This is the entryway coming into the house. Big mess down here. Not really looking forward to cleaning out this room. I've never seen this room any cleaner than it is right now. Looks like they've been living up here for a little while. All right, birds, let's get out. Come on, guys. That was empty when we started. If you want some sweet shades, if you order through the link in the description, you can get 15% off. We're finally redoing the yard. One down, like 41 to go. So that's everything that's happened over the past year and a half, which begs the question, what's next? And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot in store. There's so much to talk about. We're gonna start out here and then work our way into the house. So first things first, this is my grove and it's full of junk. Lots of junk. So over the next few months, my goal is to get this to look like this. I'm just gonna come in here with a torch, a skid loader, and a dump truck. We're gonna cut up all this big stuff, get rid of it, and then I'm gonna hire an excavator to come in and rip out all these scraggly trees.
Cool, why do you rip down all the trees? Do you even care for nature?
Here's the plan. I'm standing in the grove and right in the middle of it, we have a little creek. All the trees on the house side of the creek are just these scraggly little guys, or they're rotten walnut trees. But across the creek, we have a bunch of trees. This is the side that I would like to preserve. Now don't get me wrong, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna take out a lot of these scraggly little saplings and I'm gonna take care of all the dead ones. I have a lot of really cool plants for this area. I would really like to get some honeybees. So this would be a perfect location for that. There's about 6 acres of trees over here, so there's a lot of space to do some really cool projects. So in my head, I kind of have this thought out in 2 phases. Phase 1 is to get everything cleaned up and looking nice, and then phase 2 is the building phase. Within the next year, we are going to get phase 1 done. But I'm really looking forward to phase 2 because it's gonna be really neat to get some structures built out here. Honestly, once this stuff is picked up, I would not be opposed to building my own greenhouse, so that way I can grow my own food. And I could also have an area fenced off where I could have some cows, that way I can raise my own meat. Fruit trees, berry bushes. I don't like growing to the grocery store, and I like growing stuff, hence why I'm a farmer. So I'm really excited to get this area improved and get some stuff built out here. Speaking of growing stuff, the grass is coming along really nice. These darker areas were planted later than the lighter areas. The temperature just got too cool too quickly, so these haven't quite grown in as full as the other spots. But by next summer, the yard should be looking really nice. But I will say this, I do not plan on planting any trees down here. I like the open look. I don't like having to mow around stuff. I don't like having to pick up sticks after the wind blows. It's just a really clean, open look. That's my preference. Now, the house. I'm just gonna let you guys know that in this video, I will not be doing any work. We are just purely going to be discussing different ideas and future plans for the channel. So if you wanna see this stuff come to fruition, just keep sticking around. Last year, we got half of the house sided, and then harvest came upon us, so we had to stop siding the house. It was supposed to get done this year, but one thing led to another. You guys know what happened at the beginning of 2020. That stopped a lot of stuff from happening. So the house is ready for siding, except we need to get the wraparound porch done before we can put the siding on. So this spring, we're gonna get the wraparound porch completed. We're gonna finish siding the house, and then the outside will be done. I take that back. See those half windows? In a couple days, we're actually planning on putting the new windows in. And then when it comes to the space between the garage and the garage, well, first off, the garage is rotten. I would like to tear out this garage, then rip up this concrete, and then build a new garage that's actually attached to the house. But it's not just gonna be any garage, because I want to utilize this area for a new farm office. My current office is behind this window, so we could tear out this wall, and then we could have an office area down here, so that way when farm clients and stuff come in, I can just deal with them in the farm office. There's no more dragging everybody into the house. And then off the office, we could have a break room kind of area, have a little kitchen in it, have a bathroom, a shower. And we could tear out this window, so that way the addition will be connected here as well, and then we can have another bathroom for the house over here. And I wouldn't be opposed to digging a basement here because, well, Having a movie theater would be kind of cool. So that's for the office part, but then when it comes to the actual garage itself, I'm thinking a 5-stall garage. One of the stalls I want to have a lift in, so that way we can lift up vehicles to work on them. And another stall, I want to have a car wash. We live in the wonderful state of Iowa that is also a part of the Rust Belt. So during the wintertime, it's really important for us to be able to wash all our vehicles off. So having a car wash would be really nice.
Cole, I'm gonna unsubscribe because how dare you gut such a beautiful house?
Okay, guys. Hear me out a little bit. So this is the inside of my home. And from the 1980 bright blue countertops all the way to the original 1917 pocket doors, this house is just screaming character and beauty. But we have to keep in mind that building codes in 1917 are a lot different than they are today. So there's a lot of things about this house that are unsafe. I'm talking like this thing could catch on fire whenever it wanted to unsafe.
Cool, stop being a millennial. I lived in a house that was on fire for my entire life, and I turned out perfectly fine.
So this is the existing mudroom, and as we can see, it's not very big. So when we get the garage built on, I would like to make a bigger mudroom area out here, so that way this particular spot isn't so congested. The basement is a really large room. This is half of it. On the other side of that wall, there's another room this big, and then over here we have another big room, that's the laundry room. I don't really have a whole lot of plans for this basement. I would like to get it fully cleaned out, and then I wouldn't mind getting the floor epoxied. I have a lot of options for doing things in the basement because there's so much real estate down here. I know for sure I want to make one of these rooms a weight room. When it comes to the other ones, I don't know yet. But I guess I do know one thing for sure. I would like to get this bathroom a lot nicer. A new toilet, then like an actual shower. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the basement. And coming up the landing here, pardon my trash, I've been cleaning stuff out. A little bit ago, I talked about tearing out this window. That way we could have a new entryway through there with a bathroom over there, and then I would connect it over to all the farm side of stuff. I would really like to put a bathroom over there because right now when you walk into the kitchen, the bathroom is right off the kitchen. It's not real fun when you're eating supper and then someone comes out of the bathroom and, whew, stinky. Plus, even though this kitchen is relatively large, it's still small at the same time because this table really doesn't fit in here. Back in 1917, they would always eat in the dining room, but today, I like eating in the kitchen. So kind of what I'm thinking is if over here we have a new hallway where we have a bathroom over there, then we'll be able to come in here, we'll be able to tear out this wall, we'll be able to tear out that wall. That will extend the kitchen 8 feet further that direction. And actually at the moment, there's no heat source in the kitchen. It all comes from the radiator in the bathroom and the little radiator in that hallway. When we redo this, I wouldn't mind ripping those 2 radiators out and then just putting a heated floor in the kitchen. And this is where I'm gonna trigger a lot of people. I wanna tear out this wall, which means getting rid of this cabinet. There are 5 rooms on this main floor and they're all so sanctioned off, it just feels small in each room. I would really like to get this space opened up, especially into the kitchen. I am a big fan of the open concept look. Now none of this stuff is set in stone, I'm just pondering different ideas. I may end up changing my mind and leaving that. I don't know yet, but I'm just kind of saying what I'm thinking. The ceilings are 103 years old, they're plaster, they're starting to crack out, they have stains on them. No electricity actually works in this room, so wiring needs to be redone. Most of the original electricity in this room also doesn't work. This room doesn't even have a plug-in in it, and the parlor has one. So with all that stuff being said, we are going to gut everything in here. I want to reuse as much of the original woodwork as I possibly can, especially the ceilings. Okay, now before we go upstairs, I want you guys to keep that room in mind, okay? So I told you to remember that room because this bathroom is right above that other room. Now this bathroom hasn't worked for the past 20 years because the pipes are bad. The pipes for the bathroom run right through that other room. So the project we are going to undertake first this winter is we're gonna gut the room below this, and then we're gonna gut this room. We're gonna run in new plumbing, and then we're also going to run electricity from the basement up through this room into the attic. My plan is to gut the entire upstairs before I do the main floor. So if I run electricity from the basement through this bathroom into the ceiling, I can have my breaker boxes up in the attic, and then I can run electricity down from the ceiling into each room instead of having to rip up walls on the main floor in order to get electricity up. And I'm planning on doing a lot of the work myself. I know how to do all of the demo stuff. I know how to wire up light switches, lights, outlets, and I have friends who are electricians that can certify my work. Obviously, I'll have them double check it. But then after that, it's just insulating it. I can get help with sheetrock, and then we just gotta paint stuff. So this room, this room, this room, and the room with the falling ceiling, I'm just gonna gut them, put new electricity in, put sheetrock back up. We're not gonna be changing the shape of them or anything. But these two rooms, on the other hand, I wanna rip out that wall so that way I can connect them together, and then I can have a mega room. So right now the bathroom is down there, but you know, down the road in 10 years when I have some little kiddos running around, I'd kind of like to have my own personal bathroom. So I'm kind of thinking if I can tear out this wall and make this into a master bedroom, then I can put a master bathroom with it. Last but not least, we can't forget about the attic. Now the attic is ginormous. It's a room from that far back wall to this wall, and then from that wall to that wall wide. All one big open room. Really, really cool place for a studio. So I want to get that whole attic finished, and then I can retire this office as my editing studio. Now I know what I just said may have upset a lot of people, and well, that's okay. I'm planning on living here for the rest of my life, so I would really like stuff to be the way I would like it to be. I don't want to have it where I have to plug my refrigerator into my stove for the rest of my life. I'm not kidding, this is the plug-in for the fridge. So if I see changes that I see fit and I want to get them done, I'm gonna do them. Don't forget guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or ideas, please write them down in the comments for me. I love reading the comments, but I should probably go get to work on some stuff, so we're gonna cut the video here. Thanks for watching guys. We'll see you in the next one.